literally, you guys, what did Mencia ever do to you? Like, what is your beef with Mencia? It's almost like the American wine consumer and Mencia have like an East Coast, West Coast rap beef going on right now. And I'm trying to figure it out for the life of me because Mencia is one of the funnest, complex, most versatile, most fascinating new red wine grapes we've bumped into like in the last 2 decades. And for the life of me, every time we run an offer on Bierzo and Mencia, everyone's like, and it's like, what? What? So I want to try and fix that. And if we can't fix it with this wine today, then I have a great wine shop I want to sell you. Give you a great price. I'm just going to get the f*** out. Wait, can I say that? You believe that? Yeah. It's just, this is one of those frustrating wine merchant things, right? There's a few things that get our goat, and this is one of them. When you can't give the time of day to a sub $20 bottle of wine made from clay and schist soils, from 80-plus-year-old vines with no manipulation in the cellar, from artisan wine growers from the most exciting wine growing areas in the world, I have to question. I have to think about it. Like, do I still want to do this? Like, you guys, this is amazing. I'm here to hard sell you Mencia today in case you haven't gotten the memo. This is the Bodegas Merayo Las Tres Filas Bierzo Mencia 2020. What a wine. What a wine. Bierzo is an amazing place. It is on the transition from continental Spain, the Meseta, the hotter Spain, the Don Quixote Spain, into what we call green Spain, on the transition as you make your way to Galicia. And Spain's effing big. So the transition takes a little while to cross through. And this cross through is where we bump into Bierzo, this fabulous wine region filled with incredible old vines on these wonderful, hillside vineyards. It is absolutely incredible. If you ever get the chance to visit Bierzo, I'd highly recommend it. If you visited Bierzo, you'd have like 30 cases of Bierzo and Mencia in your cellar tomorrow. It's that type of place, but you can't. So in the meantime, I'm going to try and kind of like fill you in on what's happening here. Pedro Merayo for years, wine growers forever, probably sold wine, bulk, local cooperatives, et cetera, Kind of the same story we see with Priorat. That's what got the Palacios family so interested in Bierzo with their Descendientes de Jose Palacios label back in the day. It's a remarkable place that if you visit it, you have to make wine from here. You have to sell wine from here. It's as simple as that. Okay, so these guys, the hectares that they own is kind of up for discussion. I saw a couple different things, but they're not big. But they own, tens of acres, of really great vineyard. On the east side of Bierzo, so maybe slightly warmer here than the west side, like Valtui, where we get all the Raul Perez stuff and all that kind of deal. A couple different mojos in place here. Here we have a little more sun, maybe a touch warmer. And that creates maybe a little richer style of Mencia in this neck of the woods. And the thing with Mencia, I think maybe one of the things that might trouble you guys is it is such a chameleon. It's like the red wine version of Chenin Blanc. Chenin Blanc can be like 3 or 4 different things. You know what I mean? It can manifest so differently and deliver brilliance on all fronts. I know it can be confusing to the consumer. What I'm saying here is that Mencia can sometimes give you Syrah vibes. It can sometimes give you Cabernet Franc vibes. It can sometimes give you Pinot Noir vibes. And the thing is, when it comes together, it's like this wonderful amalgamation of all 3 of those grape varieties into a more complex whole. It's there's nothing like it. Mencia is one of the coolest friggin' grape varieties out there. And this is doing that. I'm sorry for Mencia. I apologize for its complexity and its chameleon-like nature. But you are getting tobacco. You're getting Cabernet Franc characters, the tobacco characters Franc. You're getting a peppery, spicy component that is Syrah, but you're getting a texture and body weight that is almost like pumped up Pinot Noir. It's a hell of a wine. All neutral barrels here, 80-plus-year-old vines. The whole property is like 80-plus-year-old vines. This wine's just effing cool, man. Like seriously, like what? I love friggin' Mencia. Why don't you guys love it more? We're changing that today. Why are we changing it today? Well, now we're going to give you the "you're an idiot if you don't buy it" part. Did I call our customers idiots again? You guys aren't idiots. I love you guys. But you're silly if you don't buy this wine because it recently placed, recently, was it last year's Decanter World Wine Awards? Decanter World Wine Awards. We talked about this. Blind tasting, all experts. Master sommeliers, master of wine, people that are experts in their particular field of Spanish wine, French wine, etc. And they do blind tastings in this Decanter World Wine Awards, and they award scores and points based on these blind tastings. Not too many people on the planet do this anymore, people. So, out of however many wines, how many wines get submitted to Decanter now? 25,000, 30,000? It's a big friggin' number. I don't have the number in front of me. I tried to research it real quick and failed miserably because we're on a time agenda here. But it's like 30,000 wines, and literally like not even 100, under 100 wines are best in show. 97 points, which is like the highest score they give at Decanter World Wine Awards. There's no 100-point wines at Decanter World Wine Awards. There's no 99-point wines at Decanter World Wine Awards. Like 97 is like 100 for these guys. 97 points, best in show, tasted blind by people that actually know their shiznit. So this isn't a game. This isn't a game. This is Mencia of the highest order at a ridiculous price, $18. Guys, get up off the couch. Like really, without being like, the whole the crazy owl or whatever it is. You have to drink wines like these. You have to buy wines like these. You have to taste wines like these. This is some of the future of the wine business. As climate change meets people wanting fresher, more invigorating wines, this is that gap. This that bridges that gap. This is green Spain, the continental Spain. This is taking two wonderful styles and genres and mixing them together into one beautiful glass of wine. Man, come on now. Las Tres Filas, the three rows, in case you're wondering what it meant in Espanol, and the Merayo family. God bless you guys. Completely hammering. Gorgeous wine for no money. Buy this, or I'll throw this cork at Patrick. Oh, too late.